It's that time again, YouTubers, and I, Helger, am here once more to bring you an event recap. So, we had our third Sea Dragon event, and to those of you who I managed to talk to, this was their first event, allow me to explain. As you can see, there are two variations of dragons. On the right is the main event dragon. This is the Sea Dragon. This is the one that you are sweetly, and I do mean sweetly, trying to obtain. The one on the left is the tertiary dragon, known as the Aqua Dragon. So, I didn't get too much playtime on this event, but I will speak on what I knew. First and foremost, let's talk about that Aqua Dragon whelp right there on the far left side of the screen. Have you seen the most recent now loading screen? It shows a picture of that little guy sitting in a clam holding a heart. I have to admit, that was a pretty cool loading screen. And seeing dragon-themed loading screens is actually not a new thing. The very first dragon they did that with is the Passion Dragon. And the Passion Dragon was from last February. So, since this is the second event of January, you already know that pink passionate dragon is coming sometime within next week. It might even be the very next event, seeing as February 14th is, yeah. So, we're probably going to see the Passion Dragon next. And seeing the Aqua Dragon in the background, you know, is really nice. It's funny how this event actually came across because of the interesting timing. Not too long ago, before this event happened, we had a lunar eclipse, which was mainly seen by our friends in Australia. I found out because they panned out in the sky during the Australian Open and showed it off. And as many of you should know, as nauticals will tell you, the moon controls the tides. So, very fortuitous action going on right there. And that was really nice. So this event actually started in the top left side of the screen. Usually when we have events, they start in the bottom left hand of the screen, but this time it started in the top left hand side of the screen, which again, it's a first. Does that throw everything off? No. What threw me off was the early mistake that I did in the game of revolving around the trees. And luckily and fortuitously, yeah, that's not the right word to say. Fortunately, that's the right word. Fortunately, I was able to recover from that. But again, I didn't get too much recover time, so I didn't get as far as I would like. And here's something that's kind of sad in a way. The Merge Dragons development team is ignoring the big question. They've been ignoring the big question for the past 5 events. And many times do I get backing on this, and it's simple. Why aren't these events longer than 3 days? Merge Dragons has yet to answer this question. And by the looks of things, they don't plan on answering this question. Probably because they are too chicken to give a proper answer as to why the events are 3 days long. I mean, if they weren't chicken, they would have answered it by now. But that's fine. It's okay to be chicken. Let's see a chicken dragon come up for spring and Easter. That'd be nice to see. A chicken dragon. Yeah. Just don't call it a cock dragon, because that'd be nasty. Let's see. Early on, lock keys were a thing, and lock keys connecting the upper left and upper right portion of the grid, that was rather weird. But the saving grace for a lot of players who caught on late, and I know one of them who caught in like midnight of day 2, and when I say midnight of day 2, I mean like Sunday at midnight. one of the things that he managed to say was the charm spawns are found early on the map, so that was kind of his saving grace, and he took like 3rd place, which is great because in the tiers, the 3rd place gives you a spawn of aqua dragon eggs, which is kind of sad because I don't have any more aqua dragon eggs to help with my soul aqua dragon egg that I have in my camp. Oh, I can always buy the nest for 70 dragon gems. But yes, one thing I can say as an advice to the players is you want to get at least halfway. And the reason I say this is because if you get halfway, you get all 3 of the main event dragon's eggs. Then you'll get some chump prize, which for these past couple have been a tree, which it really should be the miraculous dragon star. And I'll talk about stars momentarily. And then, of course, the nest of the previous event dragon. So, I had an interesting little glitch that appeared in the game. And, you know, this actually goes back to the first time I had the Sea Dragon event. Well, was it the first time? No. It was the first time I contacted customer support. They didn't get back to me until 4 months later. And it was during the Sea Dragon event. This time around, when I first got my star, it didn't show up. And I'm like, where is my star? I cleared 1 task. I heard it hit the ground, but it didn't show up. And as I'm looking around, you know how you have those stars and they say the tap with the arrow on the star, right? Well, it was off screen. Rather off screen. And I'm like, why is it right here? I can't tap it right there. And of course, tapping it did nothing. Come to find out, my star did show up as I saw a particular panel with sparkling dust. That was my quest completed star. It was invisible. So, I got an invisible star. It still worked just the same, but it was an invisible star. I don't know how many of you guys out there got invisible quest stars after completing them too, but as odd a glitch as that is and somewhat cool, it still would have been nice to actually show up on the map instead of like being a bug. Again, that's all I'm going to say. I didn't get too far because life. But let me know what you guys think of this event if you're new to the game in the comment section below. And if you are not, share your experiences of the Sea Dragon event in the comments section below. I'm looking forward to hearing how you guys fared. But for now, I take my goose from the oven because I'm done. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.